Thank you, Josh. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Andrija Sagic. I came from Serbia, a small public library, Milutin, Bojic. At the moment, I'm a IIIF ambassador, member of co-chair of IIIF audiovisual community group, and a member of IFLA audiovisual and multimedia professional section. Today, I will present one interesting tool named ResCarta. I will start to share my screen. Here it is. I hope you can see. Everything is okay. You see it? This is the ResCarta. I'll put links directly into the chat so you can follow it. Well, what is ResCarta? ResCarta is a toolkit intended for digitization process. All you need is scanned and prepared images, audio, or video material. It consists of 7 tools. You have metadata creation tool, data conversion tools for OCR text or audio transcription automatically for English language. For now is supporting. This is collection manager for editing your collection, managing your collection, adding or removing objects from that collection. You have an indexer to index it with Apache Lucene, so it could be searchable, text searchable, and searchable through the metadata. There's checksum verification tool that give you the info that the file you entered to ResCarta, when it get out from the process of ResCarta, that everything is okay. There's textual metadata editor to correct your OCR. There's also audio transcription editor to correct the audio tools. So we use ResCarta for several years ago, and in 2019 they implemented the IIIF standard and into the new version 7. So I would like to present you how it works for just a few examples. This is metadata creation tools. Of course, you can import your scans either as a file, but if you have pictures or PDFs, or it can detect one object as a directory. What is object as a directory? This is, as you see, this is the 3 directories of the JPEGs, of the scans. I'll put this directory into the metadata creation tools. He found 3 objects. And now I create a metadata and get the ID. There's different types of metadata sets. There's monograph, serial, public monograph, serial, newspaper, and photo. Also, if you import a video in MP4 format, he will detect it as a video or audio in WAV format. You must have a WAV format to work with it. Okay, I'll put newspaper. This is an old magazine. Of course, you get the metadata sets. It's in MARC, it's mods format. Also, there is option to get a template, to save a template for metadata sets you enter. Why I put this to see? It's a good solution when you have newspapers where all the metadata sets are the same. For example, the title, volume 1, year 14, newspaper. This is the, you can put the editor here, add a name, add editor. This is editor, publisher name, place of publication, for example, 1896, and that's, of course, you can put notes here. I hope you can see it, how it's going. There's the subjects, the topic, hierarchical, geographic or temporal. And why it's handsome for this is good solution for newspapers. Well, when you put your metadata, you just click on this button, save, and we say save modifications and create metadata for next objects. When you click it, save it and transfer the same metadata set, and you just change the volume or some specific. If you newspaper release date would be changeable, of course, and to the end of that. When you finish that, save it. I'll cancel now and open the OCR and etc. In a 5 to 10 minutes, you can get fully functionable digital content, digital library. Now I'll start localhost. You get also a web application in localhost, so you can see how it will be looked. Also, what's interesting about that, all the data, images, transcription, auto XML files, index are put it in one single directory named RC data 01, and your job when you finished all that to synchronize it with the same directory on a server, and that's it. So our local is started. Here it is. So here is the Mirador. They're implemented Mirador version 3, presentation API version 3, presentation API version 3, and there is also a text overlay, so you can copy the text we saw today, the text overlay plugin. So this is imported in that. So this is my test collection. This collection consists of different types of material. Here is the audio. Here is the image, sorry, and this is the audio. I hope that I stop sharing. Share. I must share again. Share to share cell also.
There were three prime movers in the development of BOP. Monk was one of them. Another.
This is the source from Library of Congress. I wish to thank them to give me the some notes what would be fine to put. There is also support for video content.
Hello everyone, viewer and so that now we can also get
all metadata are here. So what is interesting here? When you do an OCR in a part in the data conversion tool, which is here it is, there's opportunity to export auto files directly. In that case, you cannot correct the OCR results, but and this OCR is included in TIFF. So if that is the case, what happened? This is without auto files, and this is it. As you can see, there are no auto files here. This is the directory where is this content, but when we open the manifest here, we can see an auto file, and this is it. What he do actually, the Webapp web application make auto files on the fly and expose it to the Mirador, so it could be accessible. So that's interesting solution for that, and how we are integrated IIIF in our digital library. Here is our digital library. This is the link to it. We integrated a drag and drop option, and also we have one platform, IIIF Serbia, which is meant with integrated Mirador. It's mentioned to show the people about IIIF and the usability, so that can use it, see different from different sources digital objects. For this side is from our library, and the other is from the second library in Serbia, Belgrade Library, City Library of Belgrade. So let's see how it works. You just get, of course, drag and drop, and voila. The next one. And this is it. It works on all Mirador's instance, so you can just drag and drop. I would like to pay your attention on one tool for the digitization. It's a scan tailor. I love this work. So I made it clean your scans it was the yellow paper here. So I succeed to clean it and to preserve the original colors of printing. So you can see some commercials. And there are original image, so that's the background of the paper. So if you're interested, I recommend you to play with the Scan Tailor, but use advanced version. So also I added here a IIIF manifest link, so you can copy it for some other instance and for for your needs, of course. Next step, what are in development now? Our library uses an open source library information system developed by Technical University in Novi Sad. It's named BISIS, and we are integrate ResCarta with BISIS. How we do that? We simply added import metadata from BISIS button, enter a reference number of the specific reference number, and voila, all metadata are here. So there was a great discussion with the librarians, how many metadata would be imported, because it used Unimark, and we needed to transform it to modes and to put in a right place. As you see, it's interesting that the names here are used by a mark relator scheme. So we must do exact matching from Unimark to mark relator. And on the OPAC side, on the library catalog, if catalog detect the IIIF and the digital object exists with IIIF, he create one button, show, and it open the Mirador version 3. Of course, the Mirador is fully functional with all, as you see, metadata are here.
Andrija, I'm just going to pop in real quick to say we need to wrap this up in about 1 minute. If there's a last thing.
This is the end.
Great.
This is the end. This is the end, and the next we are working on implementing IIIF search app. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. That was a really lovely kind of overview of how ResCarta works for you and all the different ways that you can make use of it. And really impressive, just all the different things you've integrated so quickly into those sites you showed us. Yeah, so I thank you, Andrija, for giving us that presentation. Thanks, folks, for joining us. I'm going to end the recording here now, but we have about another day and a half of sessions, and we hope you'll join us for more. Thanks, folks.
Thank you.